Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome to My Crochet Story. Today is Thursday, May the 23rd, and I am here to show you one of my completed little amigurumis from last week. Now, she comes from this book entitled Enchanted Woodland Amigurumis. It is from ERINNA Lee, and there will be a link to where you can go find this book on Amazon. If you remember, I am working on this cute little girl who has renamed herself ARIAH. And there she is. Get a good gander at her, because I made just a couple of little changes to her, not a whole lot. I mean, she was pretty amicable with what she wanted. But before I introduce her to you in all of her glory, let me say thank you to each and every one of you that have followed me on my amigurumi journey now here for you know what, next month in June will be 2 years since I've been working on amigurumis, and it really has been a lot of fun. I have truly enjoyed working with them. Now, if this is your first time here, welcome into you. I hope that you will stay and look to see what it is I've been able to produce from this little book and the pattern that ARIAH has made for us. And I do hope too that at the end of the video that you'll consider go looking at all the other content on my channel, and I hope it leads you to click that little subscribe button down there on the corner, and then look for the bell with those little hugs on the side, because it'll let you know every time I upload content. And speaking of content, may I please ask that you be sure to remember to leave your little thumbprint, and I would so much love to hear a comment from you, because I always like to know who stops by to see my videos. All right, are you ready to see ARIAH? Now, I stayed pretty true to most of the colors, but she was a little picky here, there, and yonder. But here she is in all of her glory. Now, is she not the cutest little thing? I love how her little curls came out. Now, we're a little fussy with them, but you know, so after I got each one where she wanted them, I was told to keep my hands off. I did do a little bit of a different flower and leaf than what was in the pattern, because number one, I don't know, the leaves just looked a little too flat for me. They really didn't look like a leaf. They looked more like a big old water lily that the flowers were sitting on, and I don't know, just didn't like them. So we kind of changed up the leaves a little bit, and you know, changed it up some. Now, I know that she is a water fairy, and that's probably what they were supposed to be, was those big beautiful white flowers that show up on the water lilies. But yeah, they just look too flat on top of her head there, especially those gorgeous curls, and she didn't like it, so we went back and fixed it up just a little bit. Now, I chose a little bit different color as far as the ruffles, because you know, most of the colors that were most of the colors that were chosen for her outfit were just pale and plain. So she kind of set her heart on this pretty little stripe coloring. It's a yarn from oh, I love this yarn, but folks, I couldn't find the yarn band on it, and I just had a little bit left anyway, so I did have enough that I didn't have to play yarn chicken. So it finishes out her little cuffs here, and on her little collar, and on her skirt. Now, another thing I'll tell you is most amigurumis, when you're adding accessories, will, when you're building the main parts, you know, always tell you to work in the back loop, which tells you at some point you're going to be going back and working in the front loop to attach, in this case, this little skirt. I never do well with that, so I don't do that. Normally what I do is I make it separately, and then I go back and reattach it. So her little skirt is done independent, and let's see, the little ruffles were done independent, and her little collar was done independent. But other than that, folks, I mean, quite honestly, she and I are really very happy with the rest of her construction. Oh, did I show you her little wings in the back? I mean, she is a fairy, so she should be able to fly, right? But look at those. Now, I would have put a little band across here. That is 4 stitches apart, but I don't know. I don't know. But she was okay with it because she said, you know, she told me, now remember, wings come out right below the shoulder blades. And she's right. I got to thinking about angels and where their wings are always attached. But I don't know, it just looks a little unfinished back there. But she said she can't see it anyway, so why does it matter to her, right? So, anyway, there she is. There's our little ARIAH. She's all finished. Ready to go on an adventure. And you know, she has already asked me to pick up one of her other little friends out of this book. So we're going to have a discussion because there's 2 of them. And she just, I told her, I only have 2 hands. I can't do them both at the same time. So she's going to have to make a choice. I will make both of them, but she's going to have to make a choice who I make first. So in the meantime, Lacey has not been forgotten. I just had to put her on hold this week because, you know, she's a girl. She was extremely demanding and I had to get her finished. So there she is in all her glory. I think she turned out really, really cute. Thank y'all so much for participating in this with me, if for no other reason, just by sitting back and cheering me on. I greatly appreciate that, and ARIAH does too, because now she's all put together and she's ready to find herself to perch, someplace to perch, while we discuss her next little friend. So remember, until next time, please be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light that they need to see. Right, ARIAH? She says that's right. Okay, folks, till tomorrow. Remember, I loves you. Bye.